Black Nigga Balls HD.
So not even a week has passed and, they already responded. Hi, I'm Dinkledorf, and I'm just your average little dinkler on the internet. How do you diddly do? Anyways, so a video I made, got a response to it by the person I responded to. And it's not even that good. It's pretty bad. Like, I expected much better from, like, someone who's 20 years old, but at this point, I should just lower my expectations. I shouldn't even be surprised at all. Anyways, joining me in this video are gonna be my friends 6967, also known as VWFM, and ShadyTim. If you find them interesting enough, I'll leave links down below to their channels just in case you want to check them out. Anyways, let's get ready for my response to a response. Enjoy.
How's it going, everybody? Starman Jr. here. Anyways, happy Pride Month. After all, it's probably going to be June by the time this video ends up coming out due to just how hectic my work schedule has been as of recently. But hey, I will at least have a nice little video out prepared. Well, not just this one, but also hopefully the big project will be done at some point during this month as well. But anyways, what better way to celebrate the beginning of Pride Month than to talk about it brighter? I know, on a serious note though, guys, to all my LGBT members in the audience, you guys are absolutely fantastic. Keep doing you. But anyways, today, we're going to be talking about, well, something that I haven't talked about in over a month at this fucking point, and that is, of course, Ruben Sim. No, we're not going to be talking about directly Ruben Sim, but more or less a response video to my Ruben Sim video, oddly enough. I mean, to obviously the surprise of basically no one, there have been quite a few people that had their own problems with it. Obviously, a lot of which were mainly just, well, people not offering any actual points and just using the usual, like, Ruben Sim W, whatever L, and that kind of garbage, more or less, within the comment section. Just a bunch of Ruben Sim writers at the end of the day. Some people
Meat writing is when you debunk a video.
who actually pointed out some genuine flaws that I can definitely agree with. And of course, well, to kind of a little bit of a surprise to me, a overall positive reception to the video, along with a number of former fans actually coming out of the woodwork to state that they don't really support him anymore because of just how far off the deep end he's kind of fallen. But of course, one thing I certainly never anticipated was a response video to it. And I'm not going to say who actually created this response video, nor am I going to, well, reveal the title of the video, because, well, this channel is small and they probably want to try and thrive off the negative attention that this could possibly bring. So I'm not going to say their name, and they're likely going to out themselves anyways within the comment section, so there you go. But of course, I do in fact want to at least give maybe some level of constructive criticism towards the end of this video, after we cover a few things from it. Now, to say the entire video is a 60-minute slogfest of absolute garbage would be a complete fucking understatement. It was 16 minutes of my life that I will never actually get back. But of course, there are in fact a few points that I want to kind of go over within this particular video that, of course, you know, either range from I can at least kind of somewhat play ball with it to Jesus fucking Christ, what are you even trying to do here? So, let's just get started here.
Imagine, if you will, being on Twitter, for no absolute reason, and you see a post about, Ruben Sim, talking about how Ruben Sim, evil bad guy, because he makes rage bait posts after he's full for, and then the person who made the post leaks their video. Well, not their video, but except for the friend's video, you know? Some actual stuff. And then the video turns out to be absolute garbage. Ooh, scary. Anyways, this video absolutely sucks. I'm talking about not my video, but this person's video. Anyways, I'm dealing with this video because, this moth guy made funny for playing monsters with my own post. Now, nobody does that. Don't make fun of my—
By the way, in case you're wondering, no, that I didn't speed up this particular clip. I didn't speed up the video. That is the video's normal fucking speed, and its normal fucking pitch. I wish that this was just me doing this, but no, this person unironically decided to pitch shift and speed up their video, as well as my video, which I will be getting into the multiple problems with both of these things here throughout this entire video, but
Actually, my editing style within that video was to mock on Fishing's own editing style, you know? If you ever watched one of his videos, you would understand what I'm talking about. The reason why I sped up your videos is because you speak too slow, okay? I have severe ADHD, I can't fucking focus. It's also because, like, you're really bland as a person, you just sound boring, okay? Your voice is like a fork scraping onto a plate, it's just, you can't even fucking bear it.
as you pretty much just heard there, the main reason why this video even exists is because a friend of mine, Mothic, decided to, I guess, retweet my video about the Ruben Sim situation, and apparently also made fun of this guy for playing My Singing Monsters, which, I mean, like, way to show that you made this video as a knee-jerk reaction, dude. I feel like—
Yeah, because not only was my ego hurt, but the thing I loved the most was hurt. Oh.
I might as well just kind of play ball with it here for the remainder of these clips here, and that is, of course, the mention of Ruben Sim doing, quote, rage bait posts. Now, of course, let's play ball with that, shall we? Let's play ball with that, okay? Let's just say that everything that Ruben Sim has been doing up to this point has just been nothing but trying to get rage bait, okay? So we're talking about Ruben Sim, right? The kind of person who ended up getting big off of calling out Roblox for poor moderation, wanting to help improve Roblox, improve its moderation, and wanting to make Roblox a better platform for everyone involved, and wanting to try and clean up the community as best as possible. For some reason, Ruben Sim didn't really see enough views or numbers coming out of, you know, being a good person, so instead he decided to resort to rage bait posts in order to piss people off because he wanted to see big numbers go up.
Because he finds it funny, because we all find it funny when people fall for rage bait. It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really help his case that much. It just changes my judgment of him from him being clinically deranged to him just being a clout-hungry asshole. We're talking about Ruben Sim, probably the biggest false messiah of Roblox that has ever existed at this point. We're getting into—
How would you call Ruben Sim a false messiah when he actually does things? He actually, inspires people to help Roblox, the current state it is in now. They're full of predators. He actually gets people caught, by yo pal. It's not really nice to call him a false messiah. That's pretty much a spirit of—
Now, allow me to just quickly state something right here. Just because he inspired people to create groups that help Roblox improve its moderation, it still doesn't change the fact that Ruben Sim, especially especially nowadays, is definitely more of a false messiah more than someone who actually gives a shit. At least in the worst of fucking cases here. I kind of see this as kind of like a Mama Max situation, where some of this can at least be seen as like good goals, but the real intentions behind it have been warped into something that they really shouldn't be for this line of work. Like, that's just kind of how I view it. He's someone that tries to do this not because he actually cares about trying to clean up the community or trying to make it a better place for everybody, but just because it gets him money at this point. But again, I'm mainly speaking about this from the worst case scenario.
Yeah, this is not really that good. The difference between Mama Max and Ruben Sim is that Mama Max was a complete fraud and nothing but a vigilante. Mama Max himself claimed to have got predators caught like Pablo Sonny. Mama Max thrived off victims, got money from victims through his Patreon. Those victims never got justice. And hey, at least Ruben Sim doesn't do a fake Batman voice like Mama Max does.
Oh god, I can't even say that fucking word. Anyways, you know what I fucking mean. Anyways, I don't really think it's really nice to take, Ruben Sim accountable for what a third party does to begin with, because, he can't capture all of that. And even if, Ruben Sim actually has said to not harass these people to begin with. But, oh my gosh, it shouldn't be held on Ruben. If a third party does something to the person he said to not harass to begin with. You know, buddy, pal, you get me? Even if Ruben Sim said this right now, you wouldn't even gain any respect for him. You would still hate him. You would still find a reason to dislike him. That's basically what the entirety of the Ruben Sim shit was on Twitter. Is that he does something that's actually respectable, but no, they try to find another reason to dislike him. Oh my god, you actual...
I mean, you probably just kind of heard that there for a split second, but he decided to use an insult that he uses a lot throughout this entire video. I'm not even entirely sure if I can even play it on this video, because I don't know, it just sounds way too much like a slur in my personal opinion. You get the point. That's just his favorite insult that he likes to use towards me. He probably peruses 4chan just way too much.
I would never touch 4chan in my life, but okay.
But that's besides the point. The point that he's trying to lay out here is that is mainly in reference to, well, me pointing out that Ruben Sim hasn't decided to create a layer of separation between himself and his audience.
I mean, based on my own knowledge, I have not seen Ruben Sim interact with any of, like, of these, like, people who go a little bit too far, nor have I ever seen, like, an instance of, like, Ruben Sim supporting these types of people or their behavior, and just because, like, Ruben Sim doesn't acknowledge, does not therefore mean that he cares.
I think that pretty much, to my knowledge, every single content creator, big or small, has decided to do at one point or another, regardless of what the reasoning behind it is. Whether that reasoning is just to do it as soon as possible, or because they just really want to make sure that they are not in any way trying to associate themselves with lunatics within their audience, or what have you. This is something that every content creator has done for time immemorial, and the only kinds of content creators who don't do this are the ones that don't care enough, or the ones that basically endorse such actions. And
I think Ruben in some of his videos has stated to not go after certain individuals.
the thing is that you're technically not wrong. My overall, I guess, like, negative opinions towards Ruben Sim would more or less still just kind of, like, stay the same or change depending on, what new information comes out here. Again, like I mentioned before, my judgment on him, at least if we're going to be using the rage bait defense here, has changed from him being a lunatic to him just being really hungry for the almighty algorithm at the end of the day, and it's just somehow even more pathetic than if he was just genuinely delusional. But the thing is that it doesn't matter how respectable of an individual you are, no individual is above criticism, and genuine criticism does not automatically equal dislike. Now, of course, I do in fact have my problems with Ruben Sim, and of course, again, if we're using the rage bait defense, my biggest problem right now is the fact that apparently he didn't see enough value in being presented as a good person, so instead he decides to make himself look like an asshole just so that way he can get extra engagement on fucking Twitter of all places. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So far, and the thing is that a lot of these points are repeated time and time again throughout this entire video, which is the main reason why I'm mainly splitting them up into different clips in which they are first brought up here, or at least the major clips that should be responded to here. Just overall, a lot of this is just perplexing to me, and again, the voice filter doesn't really help his fucking case here. Just so having a furry with an unlinked Twitter account that just started following a bunch of NSFW accounts, which Ruben Sim decided to use in order to try to paint this moderator as some sort of disgusting person, and thus he
Well, that's a complete fucking lie. Anyways, here's a clip from Ruben Sim himself that talks about what this guy's referring to and talking about.
Again, I got blocked by his sorry ass, and I think I forgot to put this clip into the bunch here, but he does in fact, bring up this one point that a few other idiots in the comments decided to bring in response to me bringing up that I got blocked by him, and that is of course the entire thing of, oh, you're just annoying.
That part of my video was an obvious joke. I guess I need to put /J whenever I'm joking now. Sad.
My brother in Christ, I made one tweet towards that, one weird tweet of him wanting to set up FEMA camps for furries, stating that, hey, it's really not okay to make threats of violence, and then next time I checked, I got blocked by him, at least at some point shortly before he ended up getting, temporarily, restricted on Twitter. Like, that's literally what the fuck happened. I made one tweet in response to him being critical of that particular potential rage bait tweet of his, and
it wasn't potential rage bait.
It was obvious rage bait.
I got blocked over it. And well, yes, I may have laughed about it for a couple days afterwards. I quickly moved on with my life, and the only reason why I brought it up now is, well, because people are talking about him again, and I wanted to make a video on it, and I felt like just bringing that entire thing up because of just how funny it actually is. So, no, I was probably one of the least annoying people that he decided to block for whatever fucking reason. Helping Roblox improve its moderation by creating a second Twitter account called Moderation for Dummies, and of course his actions ended up inspiring probably a bunch of other Roblox groups on Roblox themselves to actually go out of the way to peruse the UGC as well as just, new games on Roblox or report everything that just completely breaks the TOS. And of course, even though they're still being made, there's significantly less of them, largely because of Ruben Sim's, handling the entire situation. Now, of course, that's probably one of the only good things I can think of that Ruben Sim has actually done in terms of, quote, helping Roblox improve moderation. But
Yeah, let's completely forget moderation for dummies.
yeah, I guess that's exactly what we're doing, considering that you literally included within that fucking clip that I mentioned moderation for dummies. What do we just...
That art right there is shit. It looks like you would find something on fucking DeviantArt. It's not even that good. Why do they draw like that? It doesn't look that good. I know I'm supposed to be yapping about the whole video and all that, but their art is just total shit. I don't even have any words to describe it. It looks like you would find something on fucking DeviantArt. Like, have you seen the shit that people make on DeviantArt? It's all doo-doo fart. It's all ass. There's only like a few DeviantArt artists that are actually really good. The rest of them just, God, I don't even know how to describe it. But anyway, continue the video or something like that. Mr. Dingledorf. Dingledorf.
Hearing at this point, forgetting that you're literally leaving in context that makes you look stupid.
Thank you, VWFM, for your contribution. Anyways, I'm surprised you didn't even notice the big cut in the video. Clip of you, like, mentioning, like, that's one of the only things he has done for Roblox on Reddit. It had nothing to do with moderation, but it had to do with what you're talking about for condos, idiot. You made your own video and you don't even know it?
This is referring to transgender degenerates, like, fucking full-on genders. Or if you're too old, seeing as you use the word stamp coomers, bio. And also, if you try to use this against me to show that I'm transphobic, first of all, I'm not transphobic. I respect, basically almost every individual on Earth. Bio. And also because, if I was transphobic, then why the fuck would I be dating my boyfriend to begin with?
Again, I guess we can play ball with this one, and that this was apparently some sort of weird soy jack meme made based off of, like, really degenerate people that are within the trans community, and I guess I can agree with that one. I think the main problem here is just the soy jack usage and the wording within the meme, and the fact that Ruben Sim decided to caption it the way that he did on Twitter. But again, we can play ball with this.
That is a Wojak, not a soy jack. A soy jack has the essence of soy.
Again, we can play ball with this one, and it was him only specifically calling out the degenerates within the trans community, which, I mean, let's be fair here, that gets completely shot down with one of the next clips here, let's put it that way. In regards to that last portion right there, either this is one hell of a poly relationship, you're cheating on your boyfriend, or Ruben Sim is trans, because there's no other way I can possibly explain away this amount of fucking dick riding that I'm seeing.
Wait, Ruben Sim is trans? I'm so happy for him. Now I like him even more. We need more trans creators like Ruben Sim. Like, I support him even more now than I did before.
There have been leaked DMs of him literally going after a trans creator, and instead of focusing on the fact that this person may or may not even be weird with kids, besides to solely focus on the fact that this person is trans.
Oh yeah, somehow, transphobia matters more than catching a potential pedophile or predator or groomer. Well, gee wilkers, mister, we should definitely focus on this person being transphobic towards someone who's a potential pedophile. Gee wilkers, mister, that is a really, really good point. Like, oh wow. Yeah, you're a little bit of a spurgy now.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't even tell. With the combination of this voice filter and the fact that he decided to willingly speed himself up, I literally cannot tell the intention of this particular clip if he's just trying to put words into my mouth and make me seem like a bad person or what. But allow me to just quickly clarify some things, and I clarified this in response to another comment that actually had some legitimate confusion about this particular segment. Allow me to just quickly point out a few things here. One, I am not in any way defending the person that Ruben Sim is going after here, and honestly, if anyone has actually gone after this individual, I mean, they literally within this conversation admitted that they were weird with kids. Do you really think I'll fucking defend them? And honestly, it's commendable for anyone to go after anyone that's been weird with kids. I'm not in any way trying to claim that Ruben Sim going after someone who's been weird with kids is a bad thing. The point of me showing that was quite literally just me stating that he had weird fucking priorities. Instead of focusing on the literal part of the fucking conversation where this person admitted to being weird with kids, Ruben Sim instead decides to hyper-focus on the fact that the person is trans and decides to rail on them for that. Like,
They say you confronted a pedophile on Discord and then called him, you called him
Yes. I told ZZ Red, who was not just a pedophile, but a child predator, and who had met up with his victims in real life and molested them. I confronted him, and I just wanted to be mean to him, right? Because I knew that there was probably no way I could offend this person by calling them out for what they did. So I just straight up told him. He tried to say, like, you're hurting a defenseless little girl with these accusations, and I just said, I'm gonna be real with you, dude. You're not a fucking girl. You're not a woman. You're a porn addict, and you're a freak, and you're an AGP. And he screenshotted that, and then he posted it, I guess, to his Discord buddies, and was like, look at how transphobic Ruben Sim is.
Right.
I feel like if it's a private conversation and the person you're talking to is a child predator, anything is fair game. You should be allowed to be as hurtful, as transphobic, as racist, sexist, whatever it is you want, because really, does it really matter that you respect this person when they're a fucking child predator?
Well, the thing people say is, like, you don't have to hurt defenseless trans people when you make that comment towards that person, no matter how bad they are. And it's like, I mean, but it was a private
conversation. I didn't expect anyone else to see that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so
yeah, I mean, I'd say that's fair. I mean, I think in a perfect world, I think calling a foul slur should be the least of their worries. It should be more of like a bat with a barbed wire type thing. But yeah.
But anyway.
not in any way trying to say that the transphobia is more important than the fact that this person was a fucking weirdo with kids. I'm just pointing out Ruben Sim's weird fucking, like, priorities here in this particular case. And of course, after this, he for some reason decides to ride Ruben's dick even further by apparently bringing up that Ruben stated that he didn't expect these DMs to get leaked, which, let me just put it that way, that's a cell phone on fucking Ruben Sim's part, because that basically means that he wanted to keep these hidden for one reason or another. And I really fucking wonder why. Yeah, take that for what you will.
Yeah, what the fuck is this fucking room for one more looking fucking character? Yeah, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm not usually one to insult someone's, artistic and, integrity or talent, but like, yeah, just stop drawing. You ain't getting nowhere with this shit. Oh my god. This fucking whatever.
Anyways, that last clip was pretty much the main breaking point that led me to even want to make this video. And you're probably wondering to yourself, well, why? It was just some weird jab towards the appearance of your avatar. Well, it's not so much the jab as it is everything else that's surrounding it. Because here's the funny thing, okay? The profile picture that he decides to show there is my Twitter profile picture. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what the fuck is the difference? They both look virtually the same. Well, my Twitter profile picture, it has these little rock crabs on...
Double trouble. Woo! Hey guys, it's me, ShadyTim, the feller behind it all, and this guy, this fella, this frickin' shite right here, right? Yeah, the gameplay is terrible. You You can't play video games because, well, looking at the video, it's nothing but Undertale, Goy Slop, and Ultra Grill. All right. I mean, me personally, I play Ultra Kill because, why the hell not? And upon further inspection on this Fellerino's video, they are playing Ultra Gale, and how could you fumble in that room? How could you fumble in that room so badly? How are you this shit? I'm gonna do the same part, the same section of that level, just to prove this fella wrong. That it's just a difference in skill, simply. Wow, such a hard section of the level.
The top of my avatar's head's right there. Meanwhile, my YouTube profile picture, well, has these completely absent. Well, you see, the main thing with that is that in order for you to even get a profile picture saved in that particular way is by literally going onto someone's Twitter page and saving the profile picture from there, meaning that this person would have had to have at least, well, decided to willingly ignore the About section on my Twitter where I credit the artist of my main avatar. The
Because I was planning to download your profile pic, not inspect every aspect of your profile, little stinky head.
main avatar that I used, the cat girl, was literally drawn by a friend of the channel that goes by the name of Iris. And honestly, this art piece was not made to please you. It was mainly made to please the artist as well as myself, and it does both absolutely fantastically in my personal opinion.
And in my own personal opinion, it is still complete utter garbage. It doesn't matter who drew it, doesn't matter if Iris drew it, doesn't matter if you drew it. It still is utter garbage. Even if it's not made to please me, it does not therefore mean I cannot have my own opinion on it. It is utter garbage. It just looks horrendous to look at. Room for one more?
Highly doubt that either one of us really gives a shit what some MS Paint fucking, spasm rambling fucking avatar that's moving around at Mach fucking 12 on the screen has to say about it at the end of the day. Is like,
I believe I already stated this, but the editing in that video is supposed to be a mockery of Gone Fishing. Wow. I thought people could tell.
I'm mainly bringing this up because it shows a lack of genuine research integrity, and it shows a very, very fucking clear bias in this entire video. Now, of course,
Lack of research integrity is when you don't read someone's Twitter bio to see who actually drew their profile pic. Of course, I'm gonna be biased. Who isn't? Also, saying that I have a lack of research integrity is really rich coming from you, considering the fact that you could have done more research to present Ruben Sim in a better light to begin with. But no, instead you decided to be an actual spurg, and you didn't. You can't watch. You can't watch like a 5-minute video. You can't watch a 1-hour interview of Ruben Sim. Did you even watch your own video? You didn't even mention everything I mentioned in my own video. You didn't even mention about the husky guy. You didn't even mention the iceberg thing with like Bluefold for like the husky or like the furry who died. Oh my god. You didn't even mention any of those things. You didn't even mention like my response to like the thing Ruben drew 10 years ago. Lack of research integrity, my ass.
First, will I admit that I was in some way just slightly biased against Ruben Sim within my first video? Well, yeah, fucking absolutely. The guy seemed absolutely deranged in my opinion, so of course I was going to be a little bit heavy-handed towards him. But of course, that's what the follow-up video was for, was to call out the main source of the information that I got a lot of those screenshots from, and point out that the main archive of a lot of this information just so happened to be someone who was, well, unsavory to say the least. But the thing is that I was able to call out both sides, I was able to keep some level of integrity, and everything that I had found was due to some pretty intense digging on that archive, considering that I'm, well, again, fucking blocked by Ruben Sim. Meanwhile,
But intense digging just for absolutely nothing. You presented the information in the worst way possible. You actually showed a clear bias in your own video as well. Wow, wow, wow. Like you're an actual fucking moron. I call you a spurg for a reason.
well, this guy can literally go through an over hour-long fucking interview with Ruben Sim, and yet still can't be fucked to spend the extra 5 seconds to read an About Me section on Twitter to realize that the jab that he apparently has prepared for the appearance of my avatar just wouldn't work because it's not drawn by me? Like, dude, like you couldn't even be fucked to do research on the person that you're going after, even for just a fucking weird rage bait jab that at the end of the day only serves to just make me laugh because, like, I find that meme to actually be somewhat funny. So, congratulations, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Iris, oh Iris, that profile pic you drew for a moment of insanity is complete utter garbage. Oh Iris, you could have done so much better, but instead you drew a profile pic that is so hard to look at.
I'm going to be using the avatar because, well, guess what? I think it's cool, and I think Iris thinks it's cool as well, so there you go. But overall, this entire video was mainly just a collection of a lot of that. A lot of repeated points, a lot of nothing burger points, and only a few that I really even feel the need to probably try to address because of just how baffling they genuinely are. But
Baffling is when you correct someone and respond to things.
anyways, now on to, well, some genuine critique towards this individual, because it's very likely that they're going to come across this video in some way, shape, or form, okay? So allow me to give you some genuine critique. Critique number 1. Don't speed up yourself or the video that you're talking about. Allow me to just quickly explain the reasoning why. And I think it should be fucking obvious. It makes both yourself and the person that you're trying to respond to fucking incomprehensible and annoying and grating to fucking listen to.
How do you think I feel having to listen to you at normal speed? There's a reason why I always listen to your videos at 1.5 or 2 times speed, because you speak too goddamn slow. And you sound annoying.
Little nerd, you sound like a little nerd, Bob, you know that.
Use the default speed, I don't fucking care. It at least would make you sound, like, somewhat more understandable, and speeding up the video that you're responding to only serves to make it so that way your audience can barely digest what the other side is saying to even see whether or not your response even makes fucking sense.
I feel like it's more of a you problem, since most of my audience can actually comprehend what I'm saying.
Like, it's just, I can only see it almost as intentional considering what I pointed out earlier and your very clear bias against me, but like, it just makes it very fucking annoying at the end of the day, and honestly, you'd probably do better off if you just decide to ditch all that. You can keep the voice filter if you want. I have a friend that does content creation that actually has some voice dysmorphia and, you know, decides to pitch shift his voice downwards because, well, he's trans, female to male, so of course, wants to kind of lower that voice so that way it kind of fits more to his ideal. Obviously, it's not entirely perfect and it kind of sounds weird in some places, but of course, you know, not everything is a perfect solution. Anyway.
Your friend does it because he's trans, I do it because I want to mock gone fishing, and, you know, make fun of his stuff.
Genuine critique number 2. Ditch the weird fucking avatar and the caffeine jitter movement, because honestly, that combined with the grating-ass voice and the grating-ass voice filter and effects only serves to just make the video a mess of sight and sound, the likes of which no mortal has ever fucking seen. It is just annoying, infuriating, and it just made me want to actually click off the video as fast as possible.
Almost as if I'm trying to mock on fishing. It's almost as if I'm accomplishing what I'm trying to do when it comes to trying to replicate in mock on fishing style.
I don't care if you think that using gameplay is too generic. I would rather that than this, whatever the fuck this is, okay? I don't know, create some like character stills or something like that. Clearly you slap this avatar together in like 10 fucking seconds anyways, so very clearly you can make fucking character stills and just use those as your reactions rather than this. Hell, fucking reaction GIFs and reaction images would be a step up from this. Like, that's just me being honest here. And then finally, and most importantly, number 3, and this is something that I've already brought up, do research on both fucking sides, you fucking moron. Or at least do more than, you know, 0.2 seconds of fucking research on the side that you're deciding to respond to before making a video, because otherwise you're just gonna make yourself look like a moron once it's actually caught.
You went on an entire yap session because I didn't read your fucking bio. Because, oh my gosh, I got the wrong, I thought that you drew it, but no, it's you, your friend. It doesn't matter, it's still sucks.
Look, and all these other people who aren't even furries are jumping in being like, wow, that's fucked up. Ruben, you need to control your fans. Ruben, you need to do this and that. And I felt bad because if that's true, then it's kind of a big deal as to like the types of people that my videos are attracting. I don't feel like YouTubers should be responsible for their fan base.